Welcome to Know the Good, Good to Know podcast, the podcast that brings you a dose of positivity, good news from around the world. I'm your host, Ryan, and I'm joined by my co-host, Jordan.
Ding dong.
And each week we dive into the uplifting stories, amazing people that will inspire, motivate, remind you that goodness exists. Oh my God, I did so well just there. Goodness exists. Goodness does exist. Roll the intro. We're here again, episode 13. Unlucky for some, not for us. I don't know where I was going with that. Just before the podcast started recording,
Welcome
I was
back.
like, I want to be a rapper. Ever since we had like mics, like half decent mics,
He wants to spit bars.
and now I even want to be a rapper or a singer. And I was just saying that I think anyone with a good mic setup could be a good singer. And I started singing Celine Dion, maybe.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Titanic song.
Yeah, it's
We'll
good.
go on.
It
Don't worry, I won't
is-
give you a rendition.
Yeah, I was
now.
gonna say, lucky for the listeners, we're not gonna
No.
put you through that. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Wasn't
singing.
it?
No, it weren't terrible.
Nice. In my head, I'm a really good singer, but everyone says that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the mum scenario, isn't it?
Do I send Rupert to singing lessons? That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Why? Why would you
I
want
want him to be musical.
Okay.
So we're going to send him to piano as soon as he can.
Instruments is probably better.
Yeah.
Piano, 100%.
Oh, yeah, 100% piano.
Guitar's a good one.
Yeah.
Guitar's a pretty good one.
I'm hoping if he takes to the piano and likes music in
General.
as a whole.
If you can read music, that would be sick.
Yeah, there we
If
go.
you
Then he can just pick up other things.
See, the thing is, it's a real key thing with like ADHD people and stuff like that. But if he
So
can,
I knew you're very good at music.
I'm sick of music.
Are you really? Can
Yeah.
you play guitar?
I'm not gonna play it now, am I? But
Can you though?
yeah,
Yeah, this is like, oh my God, we're
But
going
I can-
to mention Jack again.
don't
we
do
we
it. Don't do it.
are
Don't do it.
1
We're gonna have to
minute-
pay him. I don't want to have to pay him.
1 minute 40. He said he can play the drums, but have we ever heard him play the drums?
No, that's true. To be fair,
They are sat in a corner of his house
yeah, but
gathering dust.
I've seen him
Just
play.
like your guitar.
I
In
have
fact, if I turn
seen-
around, I can see your guitar.
I have seen him play drums at school when we were at school together.
This is my wish.
Okay,
For my birthday,
what to start a band?
you and Jack, for my birthday. Now listen, for my birthday, you and Jack need to do a song together.
I mean, I can't necessarily play
Green Day Basket Case.
with. Fair enough. I can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
I'll
do
have
guitar,
To, I'll learn it. Yeah.
Sam can be on vocals,
Okay.
and Jack can be on the
Oh,
drums.
If Sam's gonna do vocals, Sam's big into his screamo, so
Oh, do scream, that's
or he
fine.
used to be into. I don't know if
Slipknot.
he's still into it, but yeah,
Yeah,
the
push my
like the
fingers
roaring.
into my heart.
That stuff, yeah,
It's the
exactly.
only thing.
This is just gonna be the Friends podcast where we don't talk about good news, we talk
Sorry.
about our friends from
Let's
home.
get into it.
Right, okay, so I'm going to jump straight into my good news story then.
Please
So we love a good medical progression. We love a good medical progression news. Well, this one should hopefully save a lot of lives in the UK and possibly the world if needed. This weekend just gone, we went to go see Becca's family and I was chatting and mainly listening to some very intelligent women chat about HPV and cervical cancer. Shout out to Debbie, Sandra, Jane and my love Becca, which led me to look at this article. So according to the article, more than 1 million extra women may be able to have life-saving cervical cancer checks if the NHS adopts and allows for a self-testing kit to be introduced, according to an estimate from researchers of King's College London, saying the results of the self-testing kit trial were fantastic and that they gave power back to women, which, I'm not going to lie, shouldn't have had the power taken away from them in the first place.
No.
I
I think. I mean, obviously, I'm not a woman.
Mhm.
I don't have.
No.
I don't have
The lady bits.
a lady bits.
Lady bits, yeah.
I think the actual test is not very pleasant, anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, the smear test isn't,
Yeah.
from what it sounds like.
I have 3 sisters, and I'm
Particularly
pretty sure.
nice.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
it's not great.
So also the NHS have called the findings extremely positive and are currently assessing on the rollout scheme, which I know, money's involved.
Yeah,
So
of course.
that's the reason why they
NHS
haven't.
money, not ideal.
Exactly. I know that's sort of the reason why they haven't done it yet, because I was about to say it seems silly that they haven't progressed with it, but then I thought, okay, there's reasons behind it, so fair play to him. I'll state some stats first, just to show how much of an impact that this can actually have. So according to the NHS research, there are 3,000 new cases of cervical cancer each year
Yeah,
in
it's
the
like the
UK
14th
alone.
most common cancer.
Stop reading my statistics. I'm joking. Have you actually read it? Have you read it?
Yeah, I've got it open.
It's not. I'm pretty sure there's 15th, isn't it?
No, you put 14th here.
Oh, okay, fair enough. It's basically 9 every day. Which is,
Cancer
super
is
bad.
mad, isn't
Yeah.
it? Like the stats are mad.
Yeah, I know.
Of
It's
how
like
Prevalent it is.
Yeah,
Is
how
that
much
the
is
right
that
word?
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? I can't remember what episode it was. We were talking about. I said something about the Great British Bake Off thing when they do the celebrity stand-up cast thing. Yeah. And I remember watching it, like 5 years ago, and it's saying, oh, the whole 1 in 6. Now it's 1 in 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad.
Do you think that's due to our lifestyle?
What, like food we eat?
Yeah, everything's processed.
Yeah, because I think compared to...
Or is it just because you hear about it more?
Probably... No. I think it's the rates are definitely...
I feel like things feel more like things are increasing because we hear about them more because of like your social medias and stuff like that. Whereas back then, I say back then as in
10 years ago.
15 years ago
10,
or so.
15 years ago, yeah.
People didn't report stuff, people didn't talk as much. So and people just didn't know about things as much.
I reckon.
Whereas now, you can look up anything. Yeah. Data. There's a lot more data.
Yeah.
And I think our lifestyle in terms of what we eat is not as good, like processed foods and stuff.
There is that to it, but at the same time, I would like to say I feel like people are probably much healthier now than what they were, say, 15 years ago.
I mean, they look at their health in a different aspect, I guess.
Yeah, like a big aspect of things like supplements, all that sort of stuff. That's real big at the moment.
The wokey generation is sort of
100%
focused on that a lot more.
100%. They're all on that sort of stuff.
The yogas and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I reckon in terms of like the average health of humans across the, so I'd say obviously developed countries at the moment are probably better than what they were.
But then on the flip side, I guess cancer survivor rates are probably a lot higher than they were 50 years ago. So.
Oh, yeah. In terms of like the treatments and stuff you can get nowadays compared to what you could like 15 years ago, your survival rate's gone up like massively. I got a good stat on here actually, which is I was super surprised at it. Either way, so back to what I was going to talk about. On the positive side, cervical cancer has decreased by 24% since 1990. So hopefully with the progress of this and more medicine and whatnot, we could eradicate it for life.
So that just goes against everything I just said then.
Near enough, yeah. I mean, that's what I was trying to lead into. We are probably healthier people nowadays. The reasons for these screening kits being tested are to do with the number of people coming forwards for the actual screenings in hospital. So like you said about the smear tests and stuff. This was released when women were invited for cervical cancer screenings, known as the smear test, every 3 to 5 years for people aged between 25 and 65. So that's a lot of people that they're trying to get in. But 4.6 million within the UK didn't come forward. That's nearly a third of the number of people that were asked.
Well, they do post, don't they? They send...
No. So this is what this is.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, this is what this is.
Yeah, I recall Alice has received a letter before saying...
For letters, yes, but not the actual tests themselves. In terms of like a little quote, here we go. Cervical cancer screenings have been in decline for the last 20 years, which is said by a senior consultant on the trial, Myriad Lyons. They also went to say on, many women will describe it as uncomfortable experience, which I can totally understand. I wouldn't particularly want to be someone swabbing around down there. Go on.
No, I'll just
Are you just imagining it?
Swabbing around our area.
Yeah, true.
Down the,
I can't imagine it's the most comfortable. Oh, down the hatch. Oh, what a way to describe it. Grim. Or they are too busy, embarrassed, or afraid of the physical experience of it, which, again, like we just...
Yeah. The embarrassment of it, I guess. Yeah.
Iterated down the hatch, I can imagine it's not particularly nice. After all that information, I'll get to the actual test itself. So the UScreen trial is the first time that a self-testing system has been offered in the UK. So, like we said before, super surprised, but here we are. Women and people with cervix were offered a self-testing kit in one of two ways. This was either where if they missed their screening or they were overdue from a screening for 6 months, they were then their local GP was then told basically, and then a letter was sent out and it was given to their GP. Or if they were overdue by 15 months, then a test would be sent directly to their home. So instead of getting a letter say you got to come in for a smear test, they'll send you one.
Send you a test.
They'll pretty much send you a swab so you can do it yourself. So that's the aspect of this. It's pretty much a do-it-yourself kit to save the whole, going into the doctors and that sort of thing. The kit, not a baby beaver. Thing that
good
you
reference. I like that.
Tap into your beaver. It looks like a giant cotton bud, basically. It is what you use to swab the lining of your vagina, and it says do it for about 20 seconds. I don't want to go into too much detail because it does get a bit...
It's a vagina COVID test.
Pretty much, yeah. It does get a bit descriptive. Then it's basically sent to the lab to test for HPV, which is the known cause of most cervical cancer problems. Just thinking about this, such a simple thing. I keep saying this. I don't know why they haven't done this yet.
Drive-through screening tests. Like COVID.
Imagine.
Get them up, spread them.
Imagine
we're
just
off.
sitting next to your missus.
Sneezing.
Imagine just sitting next to your missus. Some guy's just asking her to stick her legs out the window.
Cough them up.
Cough them up. Cough them up. But I mean, it's going to sound bad because it's going to sound like a proper government hate thing. But if they wasted all that money on the
what do you call it?
PPE.
Oh, for COVID.
Yeah,
I mean, they wasted a lot of money on the whole.
Well, yeah.
How much was the app? Like billions.
It was like 8 billion or something
How
crazy.
did it cost that much to build?
But
an app?
they
Bullshit.
haven't thought to roll out some cotton swabs for just to send to your home
Priorities.
so you can sort of test yourself for HPV. Well, okay, back to what it is. If you test positive, then obviously they bring you in for further screenings, and then they basically test if the cells are becoming cancerous. So it's a super quick process. The trial began in 2021, so it's been around for quite some time already.
3 years, yeah.
27,000 kits were offered out of 56% completed tests offered from their GP, and 13 were completed from the home deliveries. I was surprised at the 13% because I thought that would have been way higher, given the people that they get it sent to their home so they could do it at home. But we are where we are. But it's good stats. It's on the up and up. With these numbers, it's estimated the proportion of women screened would increase by 7 to 8%, which sounds small, but it's about 1 million extra women over the period of 3 years.
I wonder how much of this is advertised for women out there. Like, how many people know about it?
Yeah, because
it's all right. We
had a big testicular cancer thing, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah, the adverts and stuff that came out about it like years ago about test yourself, like have a little feel in the shower to make sure you've got any lumps and bumps. I know there's a big thing about breast cancer.
Yeah,
but I suppose
like how if you go on the street now and ask 20 women about this, how many of them would actually know about this kit?
Oh, true. Oh, well, because the kit itself.
Yeah, the kit and how it works.
Probably
and,
not many.
What's on offer?
Yeah, true.
So people just, if they don't know about it, so it needs to be.
This is the reason why I sort of looked this up, because, like I said, we were literally just talking about like HPV tests and all that sort of stuff, and how not many people, unless you've had the jab, all that sort of stuff, not many people know about it. To be fair, just a couple of statements that are more positive around the end of this good news section. Dr. Anita Lim from King's College London said self-sampling has been hailed as a game changer for cervical screening. And we now have the evidence in the UK population to show that it really is. Self-testing is already offered in Australia, the Netherlands, Denmark, and Sweden. So
Scandinavia for the
pretty much, and Australia. So let's follow by example. And that the HPV vaccine is cutting cervical cancer by nearly 90%.
Wow! So
it's eradicated. Well, it's not obviously yet, but it will be soon, hopefully. But yeah, that's my good news. So HPV, not HPV, cervical cancer, hopefully. Gonskis soon.
And if you're a females,
get
get a kit.
a kit,
get it tested.
Get a baby beaver.
Get the beaver kitted out.
Get the beaver kitted out. Grim.
So
Sorry.
I feel like okay. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Go on.
I'm very underprepared today.
Okay.
I say I'm underprepared. My hero of the week's fine. My facts always on point. Just my story's not ideal. I've just had a very busy week at work. It's been crazy.
Haven't we all?
I know. It's not an excuse.
It's quite funny because
I was logged on till 10 o'clock last night, so I've just been...
You were at work till 10 last night?
Yes. Well,
Whoa, hold on.
I logged off at 5.
Hold on. For the listeners at home, Ryan's job is project manager.
Yes.
Doesn't do a great deal.
What do you mean? I do a lot.
I'm joking. No, the running joke in our group chat is that Ryan's work consists of pretty much just sending emails, and that's it.
For us, I mean, that's pretty much right. For us, Secret Santa, do you remember years ago you brought me a plaque saying manager of doing nothing?
Yeah.
Or manager of looking busy.
Manager of looking busy.
And I've got that on my desk.
Little brass plaque.
Yeah, I look
pretty
at it all the time.
Mate, our Secret Santa's up. Bomb. Our Secret Santa's so good.
Yeah, RB. What was I saying? So I've just been so busy.
Yeah,
it's just been, I don't know, it's just been really busy and I've just lost track of time. Usually I make a bit more of an effort with my story, but it's a bit of a after you with your research, mine's a bit of a,
sorry.
Bit of a shit.
Bit of a throwaway. No, it's fine.
But
as long as it's positive.
As long as the facts are on point.
Well,
we're good.
You and your facts.
I know.
No, as long as
it's it is positive.
Well, we can't do a positive podcast and it not be a good story.
Hear me out.
Okay.
It's not really how can I describe this? So I got it from one of our positive websites that we use.
Okay. Yeah.
So we use there's like 3 or 4 positive news sites which we
outlets.
tend to use. So it's from one of them. It's an interesting one, and I wanted to ask you about your experiences with it as well.
Oh, okay.
Spread them. No, I'm only
Please
joking.
don't stare me dead in the eyes and say spread them.
No, it's a weird one. It's more of a how you feel about it. So everyone's going to feel slightly different about it.
Okay, cool.
Scientists reveal how to slow time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like legit slow time, or just the perception of time?
Obviously, the perception.
Well,
You're not
you never
Doctor
know.
Who.
You never know.
Doctor Who, is that right? I've never seen Doctor Who.
I mean, he's a Time Lord, so yeah, I guess.
What's the other one with Marty? What's it?
Marty McFly, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. That's it. Never seen it. So silence.
What? Back to the Future.
We discussed this probably in episode.
We didn't discuss this in Epo, whatever.
Yeah, we did. I said to you, we were talking about things where people tell you need to watch programs.
Yeah, I know.
And they keep going on and on. Watch this, watch that, watch that. And back in my first job when I came out of university, it was in a lab, and people were like grilling me saying, "You need to watch Back to the Future."
Okay.
You need to watch. And I was like,
fair enough.
You've
so you
said
refused.
it so many times, I just don't want to watch it. So, yeah.
Basically refused to
So,
watch it.
we're slowing down time.
Okay.
Does it, I'm going to narrate this.
Okay.
Does it feel like days are whizzing by?
Mm-hmm.
You're not the only one. Many among us wonder where time goes. What if you could slow it down?
I mean, I'm if you...
Have I drawn you in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have.
Well, a growing body of research suggests that you can, or at least slow your perception of time by experiencing novel and interesting things.
Okay.
So this is when I was like, back to my Minecraft world.
That's you, villager.
I didn't quite agree with it, but I was interested to know how you felt about this.
Yeah.
Because you're quite an adventurous guy.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of new things.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of exciting things. So I was like,
yeah.
I wonder how Beeve slowed down
Let's
time.
use time. Oh.
So adding to this evidence this week were scientists at George Mason University in Virginia. In a study, they found that a memorable visual simulation slows our perception of time in a phenomenon known as time dilation.
Oh. Very interesting.
Yeah. I'm dragging this out because it's very short.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
For this study, are you playing footsie with me? For this study, 100 participants were shown small, cluttered scenes and images of big open spaces.
Okay.
So, cluttered scene, big open spaces.
Mm-hmm.
So, researchers found that people that were more likely to think they had been looking at a small, cluttered space for a shorter period of time than they actually had.
Oh. So
Whereas the opposite for large scenes.
took more time, or they felt more like
They
it took
felt
more
like they
time.
were there for longer.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
picture the scene. You're in a small room. You're
Yeah.
looking at something in a small room, or you're trapped in a small room.
It's an absolute mess.
Yeah, and you
It's
feel
an
like you've been in there. You've been stuck in there for ages. Now imagine being in a huge room, a little bit of scenery. You're chilling. You feel like
Yeah, I suppose
you haven't been there as long.
Just the thought of it in your brain now sort of feels like time is technically going slower in that big room.
But I don't know if I agreed with this. This is what I found interesting about it.
Okay, go on.
Because I always feel like you get excited for things, and
Yeah.
then when they happen, they're just over too quick.
Yeah, zip tie. Yes and no. See, I feel, I mean, this is going to be a Hail Mary, but work isn't particularly fun.
No.
But I feel like when I do work, time goes by way faster.
When you're busy.
Yeah. Not necessarily when I'm busy, when I'm just doing work. It could be like, I mean, drawing buildings isn't particularly, it doesn't feel like busy work. It feels like you're playing Sims most of the time, but you're not. It's obviously an actual job. But it feels like time's just gone by. But whereas if we've got no work and time is, it just feels like it drags.
But then is that just when you're sitting there bored?
Not necessarily bored.
When's the last time you did something exciting? Or new? Okay,
lived
not
a boring life at this
excited.
moment.
No, you haven't. Not excited. New.
New. Oh, new's an interesting one. Though.
Okay, not your escape room, your crazy room. When you and Becca went.
Crazy room.
What was it? Anger room.
Oh, rage room.
Rage room.
Oh, time went by so quick in the rage room.
That's a new exciting experience which you enjoyed, right?
We were given 45 minutes and it felt like 20 minutes.
This is what
sort of enjoyed it, but at the same time, I think it was because we were doing so much.
So I wonder if this refers to when you're not so much doing things, rather chilling out. But there is some more to come.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this study not about necessarily doing interesting things? Feels like it slows time down.
Well, one of the professors on it said that time dilation could be a result of our brains trying to gather more information about the scene to make it more memorable.
Okay, yeah.
So your brain's working
Sparking,
overtime
sparking off left
to
and right.
take it all in, so it seems like you're there longer. Whereas when you're bored, you're not taking anything
Mundane task, you've done it like a million times. You don't need to take.
You're not taking it in, but it can go quick.
Yeah.
So it's a weird one. I found it very interesting.
It is interesting.
It's more of an interesting story than a good news story.
Yeah. So what have you got against it though? So you said you're not necessarily
because I think it's the opposite.
What you think time is just time and it goes by the same whether you're busy or not.
We don't live in the Matrix.
Does.
Time is time.
It does
goes,
technically.
Right?
Yeah.
But I just feel like in fun new experiences, it goes quick.
Yeah. Okay. The opposite of what they're saying.
That's
basically.
what I think.
100%. That is. I would say also that I'd agree with you there.
So what they suggest as well is that if we want to feel like things are taking longer, we need to seek out things that are themselves more memorable.
Yeah, see, no, I'd say the opposite.
Interesting, isn't it?
Live a boring, mundane life, and your life will last forever. You live forever.
So if you're on a dole, imagine what.
Oh, mate, people on a dole.
You've had a sick day and you're just bored at home.
Yeah,
your day just drags.
Literally
right?
clock watching.
Yeah,
until you die.
But
your life's gonna.
Like I said, you work, gone.
Yeah.
You go on holiday. Next thing you know, you're flying home again.
Gone. Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's a weird one. That's what I found interesting about it. So it's more of an interesting, gets you thinking story than a good to know story.
It's sort of good to know. It is sort of
positive.
I mean,
try it. Because it would, if it works for some people, good.
Yeah, then it's a positive. If it can give them that
Clutching
illusion
straws,
of... Yeah, well, no, it is. But if it can give the people illusion of living for a little bit longer, then by all means. Also, you are sort of promoting, if you are getting to that age where, you're not going to necessarily die, but you're getting a bit slower, do things that excite you, do things that are more interesting, and you might live a little bit longer and be able to spend a bit more time with your family and loved ones and whatnot. So get out there, get on a zip line, go mental, go 8, mate.
So that was
82. Who cares? You got a dodgy leg.
Who cares? Get up there.
Get up there.
Get
and
on a zip line.
Go and do. Please don't do a zip line. If you're 82, don't do a zip line. You're not going to end well.
So, I just found out an interesting one.
Oh,
so I've thrown it out there.
No, it's pretty. It's interesting. Do you want to do your facts now then? Considering you've pretty much just started us straight on your factual.
No. Got
factual conquest.
Save the facts for after Heroes of the Week. Hopefully, the people listening will be like, "Oh, I've got to wait for the facts," so they're going to stay around.
That's the thing that I wait for. To be fair, so
what the facts?
Because the facts are my favourite part.
Yeah, boy.
So to Heroes of the Week.
Heroes of the Week.
Stick to rapping. Don't be a singer.
I know. Heroes of the Week. And we're back. We don't need a cut. Maybe I'm just gonna start each week. I'm gonna record something.
A different hero of the week. No, I reckon we should keep it fresh. You should do something new every single week.
Okay, good.
So
I'm going in for Heroes of the Week today.
You've got a new.
I'm gonna start.
Okay, you've got a new job as well, though.
What's that?
You now have to write some bars for Heroes.
Write bars every week.
You got to write bars every week. For
Okay, I'll work on that.
Okay, right, your hero. Sorry.
Hero of the Week. So my Hero of the Week is not a celebrity, but he's quite well known.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if you know him or not, but.
So, who knows? I might do.
It's actually from YouTube. So I've actually seen his YouTube channel a lot. It's quite a relaxing experience to watch his YouTube videos.
He's not an ASMR kind of
guy.
No,
it's not one of them weird ones that Jack watches.
Hello.
He is called Spencer, and it's called SB Mowing.
Does he mow lawns?
He does. So in America, he goes around looking for overgrown gardens, knocks on the door and says, or knocks on a neighbour's doors typically, or some people's doors and says, "Do you mind if I cut your grass for free?"
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, people say yeah.
Yes, I've seen this guy on TikTok.
Yeah, you probably see it.
It's so therapeutic. Yeah, okay, I see where you come from. Yeah.
So he's got more than two. I'll get to the wiser hero, but let me just introduce him, set the scene, as I say. 2.1 million subs on YouTube. His content typically consists of him finding extremely overgrown lawns and mowing them down for free. Mm-hmm. He does all the edging, like cool edging.
The trimming bit. Oh my god.
The blowing. Boo,
oh no, it's just the edging that he does. Oh, and gets me edging.
And he's also gained massive followers on TikTok, like you said, over 8 million followers.
That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise
me.
Isn't
it weird how like a simple thing like that can grow such a big following?
Can you? All right, I'll take you back to when Callum was still in the UK.
Yeah.
Can you remember us talking about how we said we'd probably watch a YouTube video person if they just did the washing up?
Yeah. I mean, I would.
Like you just said, the simplest of tasks.
Window cleaning.
Yeah, just literally anything. It's just like, although I hate washing up with a fiery passion doing it myself, but to watch somebody wash up would probably be all right.
Weird, isn't it?
Window cleaning is probably better though, because again,
another one I
therapeutic.
watch is drain cleaning.
Oh,
The drain unblockers are in Liverpool. They're really
oh
good.
no, that sounds
Yeah,
brilliant.
but again, it's
therapeutic.
like watching them come and it's like all the poo comes out. It's weird just watching people do lorry drive. It's weird. I'm literally watching people do their job.
Yeah,
So I spend all day doing my job,
you're like a robot.
and then in the evening I watch people do their job.
Such a weird life you
Yeah.
live.
So yeah, he's got a big old following.
Yeah,
Go and watch him though. Honestly, it's good fun.
I know, I do.
SB Mowing.
I think I'll follow him on TikTok. To be fair,
Oh, okay. It's an incredible story of how the content creator rescued a cat and the cat shelter by inspiring thousands in donations.
oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
So he was in Corpus Christi, I think the town's called, in the US, and he was fighting back a terribly overgrown garden or yard when he found a little tabby cat which had puncture marks on it.
Oh,
Where it looks like it's had a fight with a dog or another cat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which
Ooh.
Spencer from SB Mowing said that he thinks it was infected.
Oh,
So he called round to some local cat sanctuaries, and only one of them got back, which was called Edgar and Ivory's Cat Sanctuary.
oh, that sounds like a proper like homegrown.
Yeah, and that's what it was.
Yeah. Oh.
So Edgar and Ivory is run by director Anis Bell, or Bill, who was full... Are you laughing or are you burping?
Not laughing.
What? My pronunciation of people?
No, just the fact you went answer. Bill.
Bill. Who was falling into growing financial pit, attempting to keep the cat rescue centre
Oh,
afloat.
that's a shame.
She vowed to call it quits at the year's end if she couldn't manage to turn things around, unfortunately. So,
No.
Spencer obviously went there with the old kitty cat,
Mm-hmm.
gave it him. And he said he'd never seen so much passion putting into helping animals. So he gave them all the cash he had in his pocket and thanked them for saving animals.
Legend.
Further to that, he then went on to set up a GoFundMe page. And so he used his mass followers
Yeah.
to generate over, let me find the number, $190,000.
Yo.
$190,000.
$190,000. Fair play.
So that was through the fundraiser, private donations,
Hell yeah.
catapulted the cat sanctuary out of debt.
Catapult.
Since that, did I?
Catapult.
I did that.
How did you miss that?
I missed my
you
own
were the
pun.
king of puns, and you missed your
I
own
missed
pun.
my own pun.
That's disgusting.
Damn it.
Go on. Catapulted.
Since this incredible act of charitable and compassion,
Mm-hmm.
the Edgar and Ivy's mission has now reached 700 cats.
Oh my god,
Yeah, that's a lot of cats.
I mean, I love the idea of it, but I bet that place stinks.
So shout out to SB Mowing for firstly rescuing a cat which he found.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, doing what he did for the cat sanctuary.
Good lad.
And then thirdly, the cat sanctuary for rescuing all the cats.
Yeah.
So it's like a whole group of heroes there.
Win, 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 win.
So you should go and follow
Positive
SB Mowing
episode.
anyway. Not that he cares about us small fry, but
Yeah.
it's cool to watch.
It is cool to watch.
And save the cats. I didn't know what else to add to that, if I'm honest. I didn't know where I was going with that.
No, it's fine.
But
Ended perfectly, mate.
just shout out
save
to
the cats.
SB Mowing for... Because there's a lot of... When you've got a big platform like that,
Yeah.
you make the most of it, right?
100%.
You don't obviously be asking for money all the time, but for situations like that,
Yeah.
where
You know you can help.
firstly, everyone can see it's going to a good place.
Uh-huh.
Plus, you've just found something, so it's like relatable. You're not just asking for money for that purpose. Like, you've found a cat.
Yeah.
You've gone there. You've witnessed it. You know where the money's going. You know it's been set to good use. So there we are.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
See, it sounded like to my
no.
hero of the week, and there's
Oh,
a little
no.
bit in the hero of the week where you said, "Oh, it looked like the cat had puncture marks," and I was like, no."
Oh, you're not going to do a coyote or something, are you?
Sort of. Stop reading.
How do you know I'm reading it?
Because you said coyote.
Oh, I guess.
My hero of the week isn't a human this time. It's a four-legged friend. In our case, a four-legged protector. So an Akita named Hero saved his owner's life whilst enduring the freezing nights of Alberta, Canada. The story begins with an attack as a passerby named Curtis Dahl was walking through the snow-covered field in a town called Tabor. As a Hero, the dog, came bounding up to him and attacked him and his dog.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Hear me out. You're gonna have to
No,
wait.
I just want to make sure I'm right here, on track.
Hero-
A dog attacked him and his dog.
Yes.
Okay,
so
cool.
Hero, who is, funnily enough, the hero of the week, attacked somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. So it's,
Hang on a minute.
Yeah. Wait for me. Hold out. So this is why I said, ooh.
That's
So Curtis said he fought Hero for 10 minutes.
Wait, dog?
Yeah, he fought
Man on dog?
He fought man on dog for 10 minutes.
Do you think you could?
He ended up needing stitches.
Do you think you'd win in a dog fight?
Mm.
How big an animal do you think you'd get?
Do you remember you already asked me this question and I said I reckon I could.
Do you think you could take
win.
a dog?
I reckon I could win a dog fight, and you were like, nah, mate, nah.
How big a dog?
Yes.
Let's go up, right? Chihuahua.
Yes.
Okay, what's bigger? What's slightly bigger? Cockapoo.
Cock spaniel. Yes.
Or a cocker spaniel. Labrador.
Yes.
I think we could take it. I think I could take a Labrador because they're a bit dope.
We don't condone fighting dogs.
No. Rottweiler.
No, probably not.
Dachshund?
Maybe Dachshund. Where did you go
No,
from
not Dachshund.
You went Rottweiler to Dachshund.
What's the other one? What's the
you
other
went
one?
big to small.
What's the other one?
Great
Dane?
Dane?
No.
Great Dane?
Doberman. That's one.
Doberman. No, I already said no to Rottweiler. 100%. It would rip
Are they
to
the same
pieces.
things? German Shepherd.
They're
Don't-
smaller than Rottweilers.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I know. But
No
no
chance.
I reckon if you get it,
The
in
biggest you're
position,
going
good, but no.
is potentially a Labrador.
Yeah, that's it. Right, we'll leave it there. So Curtis needed stitches in his fingers.
Yep.
After calling the police and animal services, the Akita Hero was out attacking. Told the services that the Akita was out attacking passers-by. The officers arrived and saw Hero, the Akita, laying down in exhaustion amongst the grass, weeds, and snow.
What's an Akita?
Akita is a breed of dog.
Ah.
So they look sort of like the
I should have
Shiba.
known that. We just talked about dogs.
They look sort of like the Shiba Inu dog, sort
Don't know who
of
that
mixed
is.
with a husky. You know the one off.
Husky's fine. Husky works.
What's that stupid cryptocurrency?
Dougie.
Dogecoin.
Oh, Dogecoin.
Sort of like that,
Okay.
but a big, fluffier, bigger head, sort of like a
How
husky.
big? How tall?
They're sort of husky size-ish, but a bit stockier.
Mm.
As police were moving towards the dog, they could hear a faint cry amongst the tall grass, only to find that a 61-year-old man was shivering and immobile on his back in a snowy ditch.
Ah, hang on. So, okay. You're
This is where we get into it. So he stated to the police that he'd been stuck there for 2 days and nights whilst his dog Hero protected him.
Ah.
So this is why the dog was like on edge. So it was later found out that Hero spent most of those 2 nights fighting off coyotes and from attacking his owner, basically. So the dog was in fight mode constantly, hence the attack of the passerby.
Ah.
So Hero must have assumed that these people were there to pretty much attack his owner. He just assumed that there was another dog and it was here to, attack and eat his owner or something like that. So he's in full-on survival mode. The 61-year-old man is recovering in hospital, and Hero was taken to the Lost Paws Society, which sounds really bad, but it's a shelter dedicated to looking after dogs during injuries or periods of crisis. So I'm sure...
Okay, so he gets his dog back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I'm sure, Hero was super duper stressed after pretty much fending off coyotes for 2 nights. In addition to Hero, the man owned another Akita called Tora, which was also reported missing, later turned up in his garden and was found to have a disabled leg from the previous injuries after screws and rods came loose in its leg. And the neighbour of this man...
What the fuck are these dogs been doing?
Well, that's what I mean. The neighbour of this man thinks that Tora was also going back to and from where his owner was actually laying in the ditch to help Hero
so they
defend.
don't know why he was in a ditch.
I would assume he's probably just fallen over. He's 61, so
Okay.
I'm assuming he's fallen over into the ditch, can't get up. So, and it's in the middle of Canada somewhere, so I'm assuming there's not many people passing by. A nice thing that came out of this story, not only the man survived, the dog survived, everyone survived, and it just goes to show how loyal dogs can actually be.
Dogs are crazy loyal.
They are so loyal. But the man who got attacked, he obviously got told the story, so he was super understanding of what happened after he heard. And the Lost Paws Society created a GoFundMe to help the man who got his dog attacked basically fund the veterinary bills because he couldn't afford it himself.
Okay, fair enough, yeah.
But yeah, so like you said time ago, we do not deserve these four-legged.
3. D-O-G.
Yeah. Sick. I can't spell dog.
You can't.
It could be dogs.
Your Beeve has his spell check off. So you can't spell
Do
anything.
you know what's funny? I don't have my spell check off, but it just doesn't
You
want to
just
spell
can't-
things correctly anyway. It just
It's because you have an Android, right?
it's gunning for me like left, right, and centre. But yeah, that's my hero of the
I did
week.
like that.
Super short. So
Super twist to it as well.
yeah,
A little twist.
because I thought when you said about the cats and the punch thing, I thought it was going to go super bad, and I thought I was going to go, oh no, here we go, I'm going to tell a bad story. But yeah, just like the dedication of some dogs is mad. Like fighting off coyotes for 2 nights, fam. Nah.
Nah, fam.
Nah.
How big a coyote is? Do you reckon I could take a coyote? Like a fox size, slightly bigger than a fox, right?
You probably could take a coyote,
Yeah, I
yeah.
could take a
But
coyote.
still, I'm assuming they don't hunt on their own. They usually hunt in
Packs.
packs. So
I could take him, I reckon.
whoa.
You've
What's
seen Jurassic Park when he's got the Velociraptors and he's like holding them back.
No.
It's like 3 of them.
Oh,
He's like,
what?
Stay.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. I
That'd
don't
be
think that would work.
that'd be
No,
me.
that's a movie.
Just give him the
I
arse.
was thinking more of the movie. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's about wolves or something. Liam Neeson, when he straps broken bottles to his hands with tape to fight off like a pack of wolves.
That's a good idea.
It sounds like a crazy.
Although wolves and coyotes, fairly different.
Yeah,
I can't.
You're
I
not
don't
surviving
think.
wolves.
I don't think I'll beat up a wolf.
No, hands
But
down.
I reckon I'll have a coyote.
No one knows. Not one. I say no one knows. Not many people know how big they actually are.
What, a wolf?
Yeah.
He's going to the zoo, right?
Yeah, but they're not even like the ones in zoo. Obviously, aren't
It
as
still
big
impresses
as...
me how big a lion is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I go to the zoo, firstly it makes me sad.
Most big cats. They're called big cats for a
I
reason.
know, but like it's a head. I think
Oh, okay.
you just forget how big their head is.
Yeah, true.
Like if you
Yeah,
go
but
to,
tigers are bigger though.
if you
Are
go,
tigers bigger?
yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
tigers are like. It's funny when they say lions are king of the jungle when
Yeah.
there isn't any lions in the jungle.
Oh yeah.
They're
Like,
tigers.
wait, what?
They're
There's like
tigers.
pumas and cheetahs and stuff in the
Yeah,
jungle. Not
tigers are in the jungle.
not
Lions are in like the.
maybe back
Savannah.
when that was made, people sort of gotten confused.
But like if you go to, there's a local park thing.
Mm-hmm.
They've just got like 2 lions.
Okay. Oh yeah. I know what you mean.
And
Yeah.
it makes me really sad because they just got a little enclosure.
I bet it's tiny.
Yeah, well, it's small for lions, right?
Yeah.
But and they walk quite close, and their heads,
Huge.
they're just huge.
Are they
Oh,
actually
man.
big? Are they quite big lions then? There.
Yeah,
Are they really?
yeah. There's 2. There's a
I thought they'd be quite like
male and a female.
sickly and sort of small and
No,
bit
They
skinny.
look-
But
I mean I don't. I'm not a
you're about to say they look
veterinarian.
sickly.
No. They look
No, they
like
look
healthy.
Oh, okay. Mate, they're getting the best meat.
Oh yeah, they are getting the best.
They are
meat.
the best meat.
And also, it annoys me how they tease the lions by putting them next to the deers. So the deers and stuff, and
Whereabouts?
antelope.
You're gonna have to plot this out for me. So
Okay,
whereabouts?
picture the scene, right?
Yeah.
Just a rectangular
Enclosure.
cage or
Yeah.
enclosure.
Yeah.
Enclosure is a better word to use. Enclosure.
Cage. It's in the circus.
And then like the back of that enclosure
Yeah.
is like another big circular field enclosure.
Is that where all the like
antelopes and deers and stuff. in it.
bison and all that sort of stuff are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's just like licking his
Do they
lips.
have ostriches?
So I go into a buffet, right? And it's closed. And you can just see it there.
But all the food's been prepared.
All the
You're not
food's
allowed into
prepared and
it.
laid out. You just can't touch it.
That's so mean. Yeah, they've probably got a quiet taste now because where they are, and I know what you're talking about. They've probably got a taste for like something not as exotic, like a good British meat sort of thing.
Have you ever seen like the lion guy on YouTube as well? There's a lion whisperer. Oh
No.
mate, I'd love that
A
job.
lion whisperer.
I'd say it's a job. It's not a job. So basically, he looks after lions, right?
Okay, yeah.
These aren't small enclosures. They're like huge.
Are they wild
huge.
or? Oh, okay, no.
They're
It's-
not
still-
wild, but they're like they're in a reserve. a nature
Okay,
reserve.
yeah.
And
Oh,
they
so
are
still
like
pretty big.
sort of in an enclosure of such,
Okay.
for their own safety, I guess.
Yeah.
But he literally does. I know, obviously, you can't predict a lion. It could snap at any minute.
I
Right?
mean, most
Any animal could
most
just
wild
snap.
animals, yeah.
But it's so humble to watch. Right, he just walks in. The lion comes barreling over, so I jumps on him, give him a big old hug, like rubbing on him and stuff like that.
Yo.
And he just sits with them. And he talks
Fair
to them, and he
play.
does like this weird noise, which they like. He goes like, so he's talking to him, and then just like do it back to him, like the lions roar at him.
Yeah.
Oh mate, it's so cool.
Yo, okay, yeah,
It's
that
just
sounds like
fucking
a sick
so
job.
cool.
That sounds like a sick job to be fair. Even if it is not a job, even
No.
as an influencer, that sounds sick.
But he's just like
I'm assuming-
fighting with them and stuff. And
I'm
it's-
assuming he's known him from sort of
yeah,
cubs, being cubs and stuff.
Well, some of them come as adults, but I guess
Oh.
they just get to know him, right?
Fair enough. I suppose if they're part of like that pride,
Yeah.
then as soon as like I don't know the leader of the pride knows this guy's safe, then they all jump in. Mate, that's mad.
Yeah.
I love those kinds of stories, like animal, like wild animal stories. Because I remember, what was it? I think it was like a guy saved a bear cub and then released it in the middle of. I can't
And then he
remember.
goes back to see it and it remembers it.
Well, it doesn't go. Yeah, the bear cub just sort of is obviously grown up and has
Yeah.
his own cubs, and then it just happens to be passing by,
Mm.
but it still weirdly recognizes
Yeah.
the man. I don't know. It can't be off scent, surely, because surely over time your scent changes and all that sort of.
Animals are clever. We don't give them enough credit.
That's true.
Do you know, the longer an animal yawns,
Mm-hmm.
the more intelligent it is?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you starting your facts early?
No, that's just off the head.
Oh, okay. Whoa, he's just full of.
Should we just get into the facts?
He's
then?
just full of facts. Yeah, we should.
Wow. It's because I've got a full-time job. Wow, that's good to know. Right. Number 1. A blue whale So a blue whale's fart bubble is large enough to enclose a horse.
Ew.
All I can picture, right?
No.
Have you ever seen Finding Nemo when
That's grim.
what? Oh, all the things blow up when the torpedo comes out and it hits all the mines. You know, it's like swim away. No, not swim away. That's when they'll get caught in a net. Fish is food, not friends. When they're all like having a little meeting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the torpedo goes into Bruce's mouth and he swings it and it hits all the little pins on the mines.
I need to rewatch Finding Nemo. I don't remember that bit.
There's two seagulls sat on the top of the ocean and a little bubble just goes pop and one of them thinks they farted. That's all I can picture. But anyway, a blue whale's fart. That's terrible. Blue whale's fart bubble is large enough to enclose a horse.
Just imagine if you're a diver.
Get stuck in a bubble.
Yeah, imagine
Fart
if you
bubble.
got stuck in it.
Oh, mate, honking.
No, you might die. Because obviously the bubble's going to shoot you up to the shore. So you're going to get that, what's that thing? If you come up too fast.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
What's it called?
Yeah, it can kill you though.
The motions or whatever it's called. Yeah, that thing.
Imagine, but imagine the opposite.
Imagine dying from
Imagine
a whale
it's
fart
just
bubble.
like chilled and it's just like you're just bobbing around in this bubble. How cool would that be, right? It doesn't go it doesn't shoot up. It's just like bobbing
just
along in the bubble. Yeah.
What, and you're inside it or?
Yeah, inside it.
Oh, gross, you're in a whale's fart.
Oh, it'd be pretty cool, though, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't. It'd be so gross.
Next one. A snail's mouth is no larger than a head of a pin, but it can have over 25,000 teeth. That's an expensive dentist bill.
Sorry, for the listeners, I wasn't dead silent. I was just really confused,
Figuring it out.
confused, staring at Ryan, just going like, what? How?
I'm pretty sure.
So how many teeth?
25,000. A lot.
They must be tiny. They must
a
be
lot
like
of teeth.
microscopic.
Oh, of course, yeah, there will be.
Oh, that's gross.
Research shows that most individuals spend 60% of their conversation time talking about themselves. The number jumps to 80% when having a conversation on social media. Anyway,
Well, I'm assuming it's obviously.
but most individuals spend 60% of their time talking about themselves in a conversation.
Do you know, that's quite interesting. When I went to go work for the other company that I left like my current company for, I was told that I was very self-aware, and the aspect that I purposely try not to talk about myself and question other people about them, because I don't particularly like talking about. I got nothing interesting to say, to be honest. Most of the time.
I'm going to do it now. I'm going to talk about myself.
Okay.
But the reason I talk about myself in conversations is to try and spark.
Oh wait, yeah.
It's to try and spark common ground, right?
I literally just talked about myself by trying to say not
There
talking
we go.
about myself.
But a lot of the time,
Whoa.
you talk about in my head, you talk about yourself to bring up experiences which you can have conversation about them, right?
True.
So if you're talking about your experiences, and okay, how can I relate this to my experience? So you talk about yourself to keep the conversation going. Surely that's just how it works.
Yeah. It's good if you can keep it on a level playing ground. That's what I know.
But ask questions at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'll be like, oh yeah, did I tell you I'm running the marathon? I told you that. I'm like, oh
No.
Do you do a lot of running?
Well,
Oh, you do running.
do
Okay.
you train quite a lot?
Do you train? Yeah.
How's your training coming along?
Okay, next one. Termites chew through wood twice as quickly when they're exposed to rock music.
For real?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's such a sick fact. Oh, mate, now I want to get... Oh, no, I don't. I was going to say I want to get pet termites and just test it. But
Test it out.
then if they
Well, you
get...
can play your guitar then.
if they get loose... Yeah, but if they get
Stick
loose...
that sound can sing. And...
ruin the house.
yeah, imagine.
That's it.
And then finally, according to a Yale study, people who read books live on average 2 years longer than people who don't.
Don't believe that.
No, I don't either.
That's not... That can't be true.
I don't read enough books. Okay.
You can... Because no way could reading books be a factor of how long your life can be. You could read a book every day and smoke a million cigarettes.
Yeah, I think very true. Yeah, there's obviously other factors in that, but I guess it's more.
I suppose if
your brain.
Yeah, true. Yeah, keeping it active.
Lifespan, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah,
You're not using your brain, keeping it active.
True.
I saw a cool thing actually the other day where they were doing brain scans of people who done physical activities when they were older. So like 60, 70-year-old brain scans compared to 60, 70 brain scans who don't do a lot of physical activity or didn't throughout their life.
Yeah.
It's crazy difference.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's like in terms of in favour for physical activity?
Yeah.
The same. I saw a similar thing for an Olympian. So they did a X-ray through someone's leg, and they looked at the muscle fibres in an Olympian's leg compared to just your average Joe. and I think it was something like in their 70s, give or take, and the muscle fibers were still roughly the same as what they were if they were 20, and when they were like 60, 70. Not even that, because obviously they stopped doing exercise, but the fact that they did so much exercise at a young age,
just maintained it.
It maintained all the way through their life. It's mad.
Vince McMahon, WWE owner. What's the WWE owner?
What about him?
He's like the same age as like Joe Biden, right?
Yeah. What, 70?
81.
81?
And the differences...
Joe Biden's 81?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't...
And the differences are insane. Like,
oh, really?
Just shows you what you can do if you look after your body.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mate, it's like a health podcast.
What was I talking about? Oh, reading books. I was going to go into reading books, but I won't bother. I won't bore the audience.
What do you mean? You give
I was going to say I haven't read a lot of books. The first book I ever read was... And I don't include school because I can't remember being in an English class or whatever reading books.
Yeah.
I mean, there is, what was it, The Mice and Men or something?
Secondary school?
Yeah.
Secondary school books were awful.
I can't remember primary
Romeo and
school,
Juliet, Of Mice and Men. What's that one with all the kids on the island that they end up killing each other?
Shutter Island.
No. Shutter Island.
Saw.
Saw. The Flies.
Love Island.
Something of the Flies. Lord of the Flies.
I don't think I've read that one.
No.
But the first book I ever read from cover to cover was...
Can I guess?
Yeah, go on.
I want to say...
Nuts Magazine.
I wouldn't class that as a book. I want to say one of the Lord of the Rings books. Oh.
I've tried to read them, but I'm not intelligent enough. Is The Abominable Snowman Goosebumps?
Oh, fair enough.
There's a background to this.
Okay, yeah,
a little background to this.
Fair.
When I was... stay engaged, listeners. Stay engaged. When I was younger... I say younger. I don't know how old I was. Anyway, my friend lived down the next road to me. And opposite where he lived, there was a guy who either worked for the publisher or helped write the Goosebumps or something. Because his garage was full.
You telling me R.L. Stein lived next to you?
I don't know who that is.
He's the author of Goosebumps.
No, I don't think it was him. But anyway, this geezer had all the Goosebumps and times 10. Like his garage was just stacked full of Goosebumps.
Mate, I bet that guy's sitting on some money.
So
right now.
I remember him basically giving me and my other friend like loads of the Goosebumps.
Okay.
And I only ever read one. And it's funny. I'm seeing the image. It's like I'm pretty sure it's like a pink cover.
Did you get too scared?
With an abominable snowman on like the front.
Yeah, they had sick pictures in there.
Yeah,
I'll just literally buy them just for the pictures on the front alone.
Book I ever read cover to cover.
Oh mate, that Goosebumps story reminds me of Reese. Reese used to scare the living shit out of me because he had. There used to be an episode with talking heads, like shrunken heads.
All right, okay.
And he got one as a toy, and just to be an absolute prick of a brother, he used to put it on the stairs because it used to terrify me, and I could never go to bed because I wasn't allowed to go upstairs.
Oh, there he is, R.L. Stein. He's American, so he's not going to live. He's not going to live down there in a little free bed.
Yeah, but you said the guy that helped maybe write the books or whatever.
Yeah, he must have worked for the sign because he had, or he was just
a really big fan of, really big fan of Goosebumps. Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to look for the cover. Oh, okay, the cover. Okay, I got it completely wrong.
Oh,
maybe I didn't read this book.
After all of that, and you don't think you read the book?
In my head, the cover was. In my head, the cover was pink, but it's blue, which would make more sense being a snowman and all that.
I mean, there is a bunch of pink Goosebumps books, but they've got completely different.
Oh no, here it is. It is pink.
Attack of the Wasps and stuff.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. Okay, well, my story is. Oh no, it is. It's right. It's right. It's right.
God, mate, this is a roller coaster and a half just to find this one book cover. I mean, I can't even see it.
First ever.
Do you know what's funny? For the listeners at home, obviously they can't see it, but
I'm scrolling my iPad.
He's not even doing me the joys of showing me what this looks like.
Anyway, I just want to tell you that story. I've read a few beds. I've read a few books since then, just in case you want to know.
Mainly because they're reputs and you have to read them.
Yeah, every night.
Tiger Came to Tea.
Who?
Tiger Came to Tea.
Nah, it's usually Owl.
Oh, is it going to be like a new kids book out and stuff? Not the originals.
Owl stories. About 3 hours and their mother goes hunting and comes back late. And then
the farm book.
No, about a frog who's hopping from lily pad to lily pad talking to people. And then he comes to a crocodile, and the crocodile's like, "Yeah, I eat wide-mouthed frogs." And the frog's like, "Oh no, I've already got a little mouth." So we have to act that out, which is quite good fun. And then what's the other one? Bear Hunt, obviously the classic Bear Hunt. So just a standard.
Never heard of it.
What, Bear Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
We're going on a bear hunt.
Yep, never heard of it.
Shut the.
You don't know. You cannot give me that. You didn't know what Tiger Came to Tea was.
No, we're going on a bear hunt. We're not scared. Oh no, grass. Long wavy grass. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. We've got to go through it.
Welcome now to BBC Bedtime
No,
Stories.
you've never heard of that before.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
That is so weird.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to jump onto my weird story.
Talking about weird.
Weird.
Good
story.
transition.
So my Beeves weird thing, I'm going to coin it. Although the jury's out on it yet. I don't know if I'm going to keep that.
Keep what?
The Beeves weird thing instead of funny stories.
Nah, go for B's weird thing. I like it.
Beeves weird thing. Beeves weird thing that happened is it's about an art installation in North Wales of a giant pink man that looks like he's taking a dump next to a school.
Okay, you need to put this on social media. You need to put this on our Instagram.
Yeah, but people can find it. Literally, just type in "giant pink man in North Wales," and I guarantee you'll see it for yourself.
He looks like he's just had a.
Have you got it up?
He looks like he's just had a swap.
So in Ruthin School, there is a giant inflatable man set up.
Hang on, this is at a school.
Yeah, it's next to a school. So it was set up in the night by Yu Min Jin for an upcoming international art festival in North Wales. The neighbours are not happy about it.
No, I wouldn't be
at all. One lady says that she lives halfway up the hill, about a 5-minute drive away, and she can still see its arse from there.
It looks like it's wearing a nappy though.
Yeah, no, it does. Yu says the artwork is to evoke emotion. Not going to lie, the guy looks like he is trying to evoke emotion. He's trying to do a big poo.
Is it a sumo wrestler?
No.
Okay.
So the locals in the general area think... I sound like a douchebag then. I just cut you off straight away. No. I'll carry on talking. No, I don't think it's a sumo wrestler. I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you. The locals in the general area think it's gone too far as it's scaring the children. It looks like something out of Attack on Titan, which you aren't going to know what that is. It's basically an anime with giant people that eat stuff. It looks... it's terrifying. Unfortunately for the kids and the locals, it's going to be there for quite some time as the festival doesn't end until the end of
How has somebody not popped it?
August.
I feel like somebody would pop it around here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, like a proper Karen.
Just a bow and arrow.
Proper Karen's going to come along and stab it with a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, it could be worth millions.
Huh?
Yeah. So, Yu's last art piece sold at auction for £2.9 million.
Go on holiday. Have a rest.
What do you mean have a rest? Mate,
he's a millionaire. Just relax yourself.
Oh, right. No, he's got to make some more interesting art. He's going to get even more famous.
He?
Just imagine, though.
Is that he?
Well, it might be a lady.
It's a lady, mate.
Is it lady?
Yep.
Oh, no, you're looking at my picture. Yeah. That's not you.
Oh, that's not me. No, it's not me.
I knew that was coming. No, I don't think that's you. Oh, it might be you. I'm pretty sure they're Asian.
Carry on, sorry.
But just imagine, obviously, you've woken up, you're going on your long commute to the room next door. You open your curtains up. Big pink man.
Are you talking about me going to work?
Yeah, I'm talking about you going to work. Big pink man. Yeah. Looking like he's squatting, taking a dump right out your window.
I wouldn't be too keen for it. No. My dad used to get really annoyed about a caravan being next door. So I couldn't imagine he'd enjoy this.
Yeah. If you've got even half the amount of anger inside then about this, then yeah, you'd be raging.
I would be a bit annoyed about this.
But yeah, so, okay. Well, this defeats the object now because I was going to show you the picture there. But you've already done it yourself.
You need to, put this on Instagram, please.
You've already done it yourself. Yeah, we'll do. I'll try and make a little sticker out of him so I can put him on the back of one of the posts.
That'd be good.
Just literally sitting. It doesn't look like he's taking a dump because it looks like he's sort of,
He looks like he's
trying to.
No, a sumo wrestler. You know when they get in that stance just before they start.
Nah, you're thinking because they don't go on all fours when they do the stance. They do 2 legs. You never seen Super Duper Sumos? Super Duper Sumos. Mate, we're just going back to all these kids. I'm gonna have to do it for the listeners at home. I'm about to do a sumo stance.
I'm not looking.
That one.
Oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right.
Well, they do their hands on their thighs, not hands on the floor. Because I don't think you could be able to sumo wrestle if you're doing that. Is he about to start a race or something? Sumo marathons. But yeah, that's my Beef's Weird News. Poor people in North Wales having to look at. It's the pink. Why is he pink?
Yeah, it's a very weird.
Why is he pink?
I don't get it.
Why is his mouth?
How is it artwork? It's not artwork.
Anything's artwork, mate.
Yeah.
I went in the gym yesterday. Their air conditioner's leaking, and someone's put like 15 buckets on the floor, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like it should be in a gallery at the moment." It's just like a crappy piece of modern artwork.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised.
There used to be a piece of artwork where a lady just got out of bed. Banana taped to the wall.
Yeah. Someone ate
sold
it.
for like stupid
Oh, someone
money.
ate
2
it?
million. Yeah, they bought it for 2 million and then just ate the banana off the wall. That is
That's
just
made that rich.
madness.
Anyway, are we good?
Yeah, I think we're finished.
Yeah.
I got no more
That's
more
enough
things to talk
waffling.
about.
That's us for another week.
Did a lot of waffling.
We did do a lot of waffling.
An
A
awful
lot
lot
of
of
waffling.
Although-
Thanks. What?
I'm not letting you finish yet.
What, you want to talk about yourself?
No. No, it's just trying to make it like a easy listening podcast sort of thing. Because if it's just two people chatting, it's usually quite easy listening.
Yeah. I didn't get your point. Where were we going?
Yeah, like just chatting.
Yeah, we were chatting.
Most podcasts nowadays are people just chatting.
Yeah, we just did. We just did 55 minutes of chatting.
Yeah. Well, no, we got some good news in there at the same time.
Right, let's call it.
Oh, let you
Thanks for listening. If you randomly come across us, we haven't changed this. We've still got gatekeep us.
No.
We need to change this.
Change it right now. You want to be a rapper? Quick, hit me some bars.
If you randomly come across us, make sure you share the news. Let's spread it as far as wide as possible. Like, subscribe, and follow. Leave us a review. Share the news. It helps us grow. You okay?
Come
on.
I'm not
You don't have to rap.
I'm not good enough to follow that. You can also drop us an email on ktggtkpod@outlook.com. Get in touch with your happy stories because no one has. And I keep
I'll do
checking the
socials
emails.
then.
I keep checking the. Oh, wait, have I not even done the socials? Well, I keep checking the emails and nothing's come through.
Nobody emails.
No one emails. You can find our socials on TikTok and Instagram where you can hear some snippets and posts on a couple of stories if you fancy a recap. And that is at ktggtkpod.
Okay. Catch us next time.
I'm not going to put the bloopers bit in there because we don't do bloopers
We don't do
either.
bloopers.
I'm just making more work for myself.
Catch us again next Monday with another booster of a good news, stories, stuff, chat, fun,
Waffle.
Thanks for listening as always. We hope you enjoyed the episode and catch you later. Stay positive.
Stay positive. My mum enjoyed the episode.
I'm coming for you, Carl.
Leave my dad out this.